focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there. Let's do it. Switching on. Get your mind back on the job.
As expected, fully packed here tonight. It's the Grand Theater. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Amir Khan.
This bout is scheduled.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from...
Here we go for round one. That jab misses. Nice job blocking the hook. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making of excuses because you're going to be so transparent all laid out there.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense on that hook. The monster, dazed. That was the moment.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Zhu Khan in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Jab, basics. Just get your rhythm back. We go again.
Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. Just the same again. Don't change
The round off. Win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping around. You've been coasting this fight, and now you're going to let him get back in. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Wait. Think about your defense on the end of all of that. And do what you got to.
Stick him on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back.
Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shots. Be smart.
You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back.
Just set him up, and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Mind back on the job.
Coast through this round, or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Just keep him on the end.
On to the second round. That counter shot lands. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there, you've got to cut him off. Cut the rings off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good defense there to stop that hook.
It's all offense all the time.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Zhukan in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them.
No, listen, kid, I need to go back out.
There's the bell for round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Couldn't land that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Zhukan in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may... There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Amir Khan in some real trouble. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Got to look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. talk about Khan in that last round. Let's see how the game... Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. The left jab is landing at will. That jab misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Zhu Khan in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
A perfect counter lands. He misses with that jab. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Zhu Khan in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
You're way better than this guy. You're way better.
Start working a few body shots in there. Vary up a little bit so you can't figure it out. Good work.
Back together. You getting soft on me? Well, the fight's not over yet. You got to get out there and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag, and now you're going to let him back.
Yeah, just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
Hey, let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about that.
Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shot.
And there's the bell to start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They better start respecting each other's punching power. Well done with that counter shot. Counter shot lands. Khan, the monster, in trouble. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nicholson, are you okay?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. Round 8, and we're off again. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. He's going to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
6, 7, 8.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Wise decision to take a knee here and get that mandatory 8 count.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Smart move here to take a knee and get a break from all that beating.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.
It's a full moon, so look out. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Julio Cesar Chavez, 5'8" tall with a reach of 68 inches. And he'll be facing Amir, making his way to the ring. This bout is scheduled. They'll be fighting. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. That hook won't score. That jab gets blocked. Beautiful counter punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. That counter punch caught him clean. A nice breeze in the... Whoa, wait a minute! Amir Khan is rocked! And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense with that jab. Counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. Do you believe this? Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Chavez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You've got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
They're both trying for a knockout. And he scores with the counter. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nope, that jab not going to score. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Chavez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. That left hook missed. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good catch. Amir Khan in some real trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. You know that bell was... Here we go to the 4th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nobody home with that hook. Do you believe what we're seeing? It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Good defense with that left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working. On to the 5th we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The charts action from both of these fighters. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. You know, as lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? He misses with that jab. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think...
There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good counterpunching, and he just missed with that left jab. They both want the knockout. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab does not score. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the There's the bell to start round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Parries that jab away. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can't land that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he just missed with that left jab. unlucky to miss with that jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Told out Chavez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Hey, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Don't be looking.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good defense on that right hook. They stop the hook there. He can't block that left cross. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. A pretty lopsided decision.